Bruno Fernandes supports Paul Pogba after fresh comeback update amid Man United return claim. Latest Manchester United news with an update on Paul Pogba as speculation continues to rise on his future. Paul Pogba has offered an update on his future as he continues his bid to return to professional football. The former Manchester United midfielder has not played a single minute of competitive action since September 2023, after he was banned for testing positive for the substance DHEA. Initially, the Frenchman, 32, was banned for 4 years, which would have all but ended his career. However, on appeal at the Court of Arbitration for Sport, his suspension was reduced to 18 months. Despite this, Pogba's contract at Juventus was terminated in November, and he has been without a club since. He was free to return to training in January before being able to make his return to action in March. However, Pogba is still a free agent, and his long-term future is uncertain. There has been tentative talk around him moving back to United for a third spell, while several other European clubs have been linked. In February, Luis Saha insisted that Pogba should return to United and that he would have him back in a heartbeat. At this stage, Pogba doesn't look to be in a rush to solve his immediate future, and the ex-United and Juventus man appeared to provide an update in an Instagram post on Sunday evening. Alongside a video of Pogba working on the training field, he said in a caption, "Trust the process, give it time." In the comments to Pogba's post, United captain Bruno Fernandes sent his former teammate a message. He said, as translated into English from Portuguese, "Ace," alongside a star eyes emoji. Last month, Pogba gave a more detailed look on his future and admitted that he has got offers on the table, even if he would prefer to take his time and consider his next move. Speaking to GQ magazine, Pogba said, "Today, there are offers coming from all over." When quizzed on where the proposals have come from, Pogba added, "From all over. I want to see what suits me best, because I'm in a crucial period of my life and career. It's a decision I'm going to take the time to consider." While it's not his firm focus in the short term, Pogba hinted that he's eyeing up a stunning return to France's national team, no matter what club he plays for. He has not played for Didier Deschamps' side since March 2022, when he featured during a 5-0 win over South Africa. "First, I need to get back into my rhythm," said Pogba when asked about playing for France again. "In the national team, it's not really the club that matters. André Pierre Gignac was in the team when he played in Mexico. N'Golo Kante came back while he's in Saudi Arabia. It'll depend on me." The former Manchester United midfielder, now 32, has not set foot on a professional pitch since September 2023, when a failed drug test revealed the presence of DHEA, a banned substance that threatened to end his career. The fallout was swift: an initial 4-year ban, his Juventus contract terminated in November, and an uncertain future hanging over a once world-class career. But Pogba is not one to fade quietly. His appeal to the Court of Arbitration for Sport led to his suspension being reduced to 18 months, reopening the door to redemption. Since January, he's been training. By March, he was cleared to play, and though still a free agent, the Frenchman has made it clear he's not done yet. In a recent Instagram post, Pogba shared a short video of himself training, lacing up boots under a grey sky, his body moving with familiar purpose. The caption read simply, "Trust the process. Give it time." It was the kind of message that hinted at quiet determination, not desperation. Among the flurry of comments, one stood out, a note of support from Manchester United captain Bruno Fernandes. Writing in Portuguese, Fernandes called Pogba an ace, punctuated with a star-eyed emoji. It was a brief, warm message, but a meaningful one. In a sport often known for short memories, Fernandes' gesture reminded fans that Pogba still commands respect among his peers. The speculation of a return to Manchester United, while still far from concrete, has continued to buzz. Luis Saha, a former Red Devil himself, added fuel to the conversation in February, saying he would welcome Pogba back in a heartbeat. But Pogba, for now, remains in no rush. In an interview with GQ magazine, he confirmed that offers are on the table from all over, but that he's choosing patience over urgency. "I'm in a crucial period of my life and career. It's a decision I'm going to take the time to consider," he said. What Pogba makes clear, however, is that club football isn't his only ambition. His eyes are still set on representing France. He hasn't worn the blue shirt since March 2022, during a 5-0 win over South Africa. Mason Greenwood wants Premier League return as stance on transfer emerges. Mason Greenwood left Manchester United permanently last summer, but the versatile forward is said to be eyeing up a return to the Premier League ahead of next season. Mason Greenwood is said to be angling for a return to the Premier League in the upcoming transfer window, less than 12 months after moving to Marseille from Manchester United. The former England star, 23, left Old Trafford in a deal worth in excess of £26 million last summer. The switch was Greenwood's second move abroad after the forward spent time on loan in Spain with Getafe during the 2023-24 season. Greenwood has scored 19 goals in 33 games for Marseille, who are managed by former Brighton boss Roberto De Zerbi. But the United Academy graduate is unsettled in the south of France and wants to return to England. As revealed by The Sun, Greenwood is yearning for a return to the UK. A source explains that the opportunity to play abroad has helped Greenwood and his partner, Harriet Robson, rebuild their lives after charges of attempted rape, assault, and controlling and coercive behavior against the striker were dropped by the Crown Prosecution Service. But the novelty has worn off for Greenwood, who would like to move back to the northwest with his partner and their 2 young daughters should the opportunity arise. It's claimed that Greenwood's desire for a return to England has put a string of clubs on alert ahead of the upcoming transfer window. Manchester United would stand to benefit financially if Greenwood were to move on again, due to a sell-on clause which was inserted in the deal that took him across the channel last summer. Despite Greenwood's impressive returns in front of goal, his time in France has not been without its challenges. His application has been questioned by De Zerbi, while the club's ultras unfurled a banner urging Greenwood to get a move on, a swipe at his work ethic. "I expect more from him," De Zerbi said of Greenwood. "He has to do more, because what he is currently showing is not enough. If he wants to achieve his ambition of becoming a champion, he has to be more consistent, sacrifice more, and be more determined." After his exit from Old Trafford, in a deal worth over £26 million, Greenwood joined Marseille with hopes of stability and redemption. Under the guidance of Roberto De Zerbi, the former Brighton manager known for his attacking philosophies, Greenwood appeared to have rediscovered his sharpness, notching 19 goals in 33 appearances. On paper, it was a success, but beneath the surface, the story is more complex. The striker's time abroad has been marked by moments of brilliance, but also questions about his consistency and commitment. De Zerbi, publicly and privately, demanded more. "I expect more from him," he stated bluntly. "If he wants to become a champion, he must show more consistency, more sacrifice, and more determination." For Greenwood, these words weren't unfamiliar. They echoed critiques he had once heard in Manchester, the weight of potential always bearing down on his shoulders. Marseille's fervent fan base made their own voices heard. The Ultras, unafraid to call out perceived underperformance, unfurled a pointed banner urging Greenwood to get a move on. A not-so-subtle jab at his perceived lack of urgency on the pitch. The message hit home. But it wasn't just the footballing pressure. Life in southern France never quite felt like home, while the move abroad had helped Greenwood and his partner, Harriet Robson, rebuild after a tumultuous period, following the dropped legal charges that once threatened to end his career. The couple now longed for familiarity. England, particularly the Northwest, called to them. With 2 young daughters in tow, the idea of returning to a place that felt secure and known had become more than just a passing thought. Sources revealed to The Sun that Greenwood is yearning for a return to the UK. The novelty of life abroad has worn off, and behind the scenes, he has made it clear he wants to come back. The revelation has stirred interest across England. A string of clubs are said to be on alert, considering whether the time is right to make a move. Greenwood's Premier League pedigree, combined with his recent goal tally, makes him a tempting prospect, albeit one that comes with scrutiny. For Manchester United, the story isn't quite over either. Though they severed direct ties last summer, a sell-on clause in Greenwood's transfer to Marseille ensures that if he moves again, they'll benefit financially. A quiet footnote in a saga that still sparks emotion among supporters. Now, with the summer transfer window approaching, Greenwood's future hangs in the balance once more. A Premier League return feels likely, but where and how remains to be seen.